latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
US President Donald Trump has told the voters just outside his opponent Joe Biden's Pennsylvania birthplace that the Democrat has sold out American workers and would be a nightmare if he got into power. Biden is your worst nightmare, Trump told the crowd in Old Fort just down the road from Biden's old hometown of Scranton. The United States has notified UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres of its decision to trigger a snapback that will initiate restoration of all UN sanctions on Iran, saying Washington will never allow the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism to freely buy and sell any kind of conventional weapons. Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu has hailed the United States' move on to restore all UN sanctions on Iran and called on world powers to support Washington. The United States submitted a letter to the UN Security Council on Thursday, accusing Tehran of non-compliance with the 2015 nuclear deal, in theory, starting a 30-day process that could lead to a snapback of the UN sanctions. Iran has issued a stern warning against the US's move to reimpose sanctions. Iranian Foreign Minister in a letter has said that the United States has no right to trigger the reimposition of all UN sanctions on Iran. Iranian state TV said the letter had been submitted to the head of the UN Security Council by Iran's US envoy Majid Takhteravanchi. The Trump administration was left isolated on the world stage as foreign allies and competitors alike rejected its demand to restore UN sanctions on Iran. Despite President Donald Trump's decision to pull the US out of the Iran nuclear deal in 2018, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said that the US has every capacity under the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2231, which enshrined the international agreement to trigger so-called snapback sanctions because the US was initially a party to the deal. Facebook has said that its executives are fielding questions from the US Federal Trade Commission on an antitrust fact-finding mission. CEO Mark Zuckerberg answered FTC queries under oath remotely over the course of 2 days in this week, according to several media reports. TikTok has removed more than 380,000 videos in the United States for violating its hate speech policy so far this year, according to a statement released by the short video sharing platform. The app, owned by China's ByteDance, also said that it has banned more than 1,300 accounts for posting hateful content. The Russian government has said that it would start clinical trials of its controversial coronavirus vaccine next week, involving tens of thousands of people. Earlier this month, Russian President Vladimir Putin had said that Russia had become the first country to register a coronavirus vaccine, though the announcement was met with caution from scientists and the World Health Organization, who said it still needed a rigorous safety review. World Bank President David Malpass has warned that the coronavirus pandemic may have driven as many as 100 million people back into extreme poverty. The Washington-based development lender previously estimated that 60 million people would fall into extreme poverty due to COVID-19, but the new estimate puts the deterioration at 70 to 100 million.